Hello from the Harrelson Trumpets Denver showroom. Today I'm going to be discussing the 5mm modular mouthpiece, and the name of this video is Why Modular Mouthpieces Are a Waste of Time. Of course I don't actually think that, but we had a comment, or several comments, from one person on our YouTube page, and rather than just deleting them or dismissing them, I want to address these comments because I think it gets to the heart of what the 5mm is about, and by really giving you more information and dispelling the myth that modular mouthpieces are complex or unnecessary, I really want to show you the advantages. Now, let me start by saying that on Friday I recorded this video 2 times. And I stood here and I talked for a very long time, for like 20 or 30 minutes the first time, before we discovered that no one could hear the sound, and that there was like a 15-minute delay on the video. It's our fault because we didn't check, but there's a problem with Facebook and their servers. So we tried it again, and I recorded almost an hour-long video after that, and sure enough, the same thing happened again, and there was no sound, and there was a delay. So Jen just checked it right now, and she says there's no delay, and that we are live, and we can watch this, so I'm not going to talk about that forever. We're just going to jump right back into 5mm. So this is a 5mm modular mouthpiece. It is modular because modular is the future. And I truly believe that 50, 100, or even 1,000 years from now, as innovators and product designers and the problem solvers of the world really come to terms with limited resources and the vast number of consumers, we will find that more and more products, if not almost all products, will become modular in design, or they will become maybe bioengineered, so they're grown from actual biological materials. Now that's all aside from the modular mouthpiece, but I truly believe that this is the future of mouthpieces. And if you don't know this, our trumpets are modular as well. They have been for many years, and that allows us to build trumpets that fit each individual player, rather than just making them to fit one person. So we have evolved over the years, and modular is the future. So the commenter on one of my YouTube videos said that a modular mouthpiece was a waste of time. And what he followed up with was, because I said, really, do you really think that? Are you serious? And the guy said, yeah, I think that any player should just go to the music store and try a few mouthpieces, pick the one that feels good that day, and play on it for life. And this person was serious. Now, I'm not going to belittle anyone for thinking that, because a lot of people do think that's the way it should be done. They actually believe the same thing about trumpets. Just go buy a trumpet and play it, and you'll be fine. I agree. If you want to enjoy trumpet this much, then go pick out one mouthpiece and one trumpet and enjoy it this much. But guess what? I enjoy trumpet this much. And next year I'll enjoy it more. And I want to get every bit out of the experience I can, because I love making beautiful music. I love stretching my limits and learning new things and taking my playing to the next level. And the reason I invented all these things is because that is the purpose. So if you want this much out of your trumpet playing, then go get a mouthpiece or a trumpet and play on it for life. And some of you are sitting there arguing, well, Phil Smith, he played on the same Bach trumpet for however many years, this and that. That's great. How many of you are Phil Smith? And how many of you enjoy it as much as he does? Yes, you can overcompensate, and you can play on one mouthpiece and one trumpet. But I'm sure Phil didn't stay on the same mouthpiece his whole life either. And he didn't stay on the same trumpet, even though he tried. And those of you who know Phil, or Phil that watches this video, maybe you can fill us in and tell us the history. But I guarantee you, you're not playing on the same instrument you started off in 5th grade playing. So, is it possible that you could do that and really enjoy it? Yes. But are there other possibilities that would allow you to enjoy your instrument and the musicality even more? Yes. And the vast majority of the market is against new ideas in any market. And the modular mouthpiece, I've had lots of detractors say, well, it's going to be a waste of time. Why would you bother? They could come up with 100 reasons why they think this wouldn't be great, except all 100 of those reasons are invalid unless you come into the shop and get fit for one and try it. And if you've tried it, and you've played it, and you've experienced it, then you have the opportunity to criticize. But sitting on your couch saying, oh, that thing's not worth the time, you can't do that from your couch or from your computer. You need to come into the shop and actually give it a chance. And if you don't want to give it a chance, I'm here to tell you, then you're the one that's actually missing out, because this was engineered and designed with a lot of care and love and dedication, and it does improve the playability of every single person that owns one. And we've sold hundreds of them in the last year, and people truly love this mouthpiece because it does things you can't normally do. So now in my original videos from Friday, I made these analogies to cars and my first car. I'm just going to skip all that today, because what I really want to impress upon you is the fact that having a modular solution is more cost effective for the manufacturing process and for the consumer process. And I'm going to take this one apart here on camera. I'm removing the nut, and now I'm removing the back bore. And I'm removing the rim, which has inside it the throat. And here's the cup. And then there's the body. The reason all of these pieces are modular is because each one of them has a specific role in either the interface with you, the human being, and your success or your potential for success, or it has some aspect of tone production, projection, attack, and the actual color of the tone that you would produce. So all of these pieces are the primary components that make up the entire mouthpiece. I've divided it into sections specifically so that we can make variations of each one. And I did that because someone who's playing a 3C today may think that they have to switch to a 14A4A to play lead trumpet. And they may think that because other players have done that, and teachers, and they've relayed that information and said, why don't you buy a 14A4A? But the thing is, when you switch to a 14A4A from a 3C, you have a different rim shape. The diameter is not exactly the same. The depth of the cup is very different. The throat is different, and the back bore is different. Not only that, the shank is even longer on Schilke mouthpieces. So there are a lot of things that change just to be able to play lead. Whereas if you had a 3C 5mm, you could change one or two components, or even just one at a time, and feel the difference and get as close to the lead type of production that you want based on your specific needs. For instance, some of you can play lead just fine without making the cup shallower. You can keep the same depth. And rather than doing that, you might tighten the throat or create a compression throat, and you might tighten the back bore. So you could stay on almost the same setup. In the 5mm, you could stay on whichever rim you're playing today, regardless of which brand it is, because we make rims that are very similar to every shape and size. And if you play the 3C, we can give you 5 or 6 variations in the diameter of a 3C. If you want to play something that's absolutely as close to a 3C as possible, we'll give you that rim. But if you want the comfort and the added endurance of a flatter rim, we can do that too. And we have all the sizes in between. So you choose your rim. Then you can play on your 3C all day long, but if you wanted to create a lead type mouthpiece without making it any shallower, then you can do that. Well, let's say you always play on a shallow mouthpiece and you want to have a 3C sound on something that's more like a 14A4A, then we can open up the throat and the cup shape rather than the depth and the back bore, so then your 14A4A sounds like a 3C. Or better yet, we can make a 3C sound like a 1, a Bach 1, or a Monat B2. We can do that with the same rim and without changing the depth of the cup. So all these things are possible on the 5mm, and those are just a few reasons why a modular mouthpiece would be a huge advantage. It definitely is not a waste of time to get into the 5mm modular mouthpiece system. I believe that so much that I'm giving a $100 gift certificate to every purchase of a 5mm through our contest that's running right now, and I think we have 24 spots available left for this contest. So there will be 100 people that are entered into the contest. We've sold 76 mouthpieces in the contest so far, and once we get to 100, each one of you gets a $100 gift certificate that you can spend at our harrelsontrumpets.com, or you can come in here and buy extra parts for your 5mm modular mouthpiece, or you can get credit towards a mod kit or a trumpet or whatever you like. Not only that, but we're also giving away a 1930 restored New York box Stradivarius as one of the gifts or one of the prizes for this contest. So your chances are 1 in 100 of winning that. And we're giving away other gift cards and dichroic finger buttons. So it's a huge push, really just to promote the 5mm, because a lot of you know what it is, but a lot of other people have confusion and aren't sure why you would want a modular mouthpiece. And it was specifically designed to solve your problems quicker and easier. Joe always reminds me to say this. We have a 5mm hotline, so you can call us at 303-657-2747. Anytime you can call us and we will answer your questions on the 5mm. If you're interested in buying one and you don't really understand what you need to order or what components you would need, then we would help you. And we help 95% of all of our clients figure out what they need the first time they buy one and when you reorder parts. So if you say I'm playing on a Monet B4L, but I used to play on a Bach 1.5C and I want to do XYZ with my playing and I need more than one setup, we will know what to tell you and how to help you. And you have 30 days from the day you get your mouthpiece to exchange parts so that we make sure the rim, the cup, the throat, the backbore, all the dimensions are going to fit you the way that you would like. So there really is no risk there. And of course down the road, as you grow as a player or as you change or you need different setups, then you can reorder just the component you need. So you may only spend $40 or $50 to make your mouthpiece play completely different. So hopefully that sheds a little light on the 5mm modular mouthpiece and why it is not a waste of time. I want to thank you for watching, and if you have any questions, feel free to call us or email us at harrelsontrumpets@gmail.com. And if you want to know more about our contest, you'll find it on our website, which is whyharrelson, whyharrelson.com, or harrelsontrumpets.com. All right, thanks for watching.